Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Dave Miranda, and we are back with another episode of Just Give Me Five Radio, 102.9 FM, KDIF. Make sure you guys go to kdif.org so you can go ahead and stream it online. Man, we got a great episode for you today, but I also want to do a nice tribute, man, and pay my respects to an Arizona legend, an absolute radio icon, the one, the only Super Snake, who ended up passing away suddenly the day before New Year's Eve. So it was one hell of a way to end 2023. It's like you got a man who, oh my goodness, just let me tell you, we attended his memorial service. His funeral was yesterday, and I got to, it's just I got to say, man, this was by far, like when I go out, it's like I can only like pray that my ceremony is something similar to this because that's how you do it, man. And a huge shout out to the legendary Alex Santa Maria because Alex just put together a phenomenal celebration of life. I mean, it felt like a concert in there, like it was just the energy was just incredible. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, we like you left. Normally, man, when it comes to funerals and memorial services, you end up leaving, you know, sadder than you were, walking in, right? Not this time, man. Like everybody left just like feeling good, man, because you got a chance to really get a glimpse. They put together an amazing slideshow, and I mean, it was almost like watching a mini documentary. And I mean, just to see from him from the beginning, and just hearing the stories of how he even came up with his name, and just the life that he had, man, the people that he interviewed, the people he was around, man, the celebrities. I mean, Cedric Sabalos came, Oliver Miller came, Charles Barkley shouted him out on TNT, and talked about him. And, you just see the impact that this gentleman had on not only the radio community, not only the Arizona scene, but it's just people throughout the world, period, right? And you know, I had tried so hard to get him on Just Give Me Five, right? I mean, I'm talking about from the minute we started this, I was like, I got to get Super Snake on. He is going to be one of the first lineup of guests that I want to to have set this off, and we tried at first. He was like, whoa, COVID, and I'm just trying to just protect my health, and it's just not really good timing. Maybe we could try out next year and see how things go, but I really appreciate you asking. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. No, I understand, because, the world's kind of crazy right now. You got to remember, we started the show in December of 2020. So this was like in the midst of hell, man. I mean, the world was like just losing it, right? So I respected that, you know what I mean? And so I was like, yeah, we'll just touch back, we'll touch base, another time. So then I reached out to him again the next year, and he was like, I still, I'm still just kind of, on the fence. But so then we tried again the following year, and no, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I ended up skipping because I was like, okay, we'll just wait till like the world kind of gets it together, a little bit more. And so on, in 2023 last year, I reached out again, and he told me, he was like, I'm extremely, grateful that you and honored that you would ask me, and but I'm just gonna respectfully decline. He was like, and then what he say? He said like, yeah, legends stay quiet. He's like, ask Kobe. He says something, and he goes, but I love what you're doing. He told me, he goes, keep it up. It's good. We need it. And then he wanted me to help him because he was getting ready to have a New Year's Eve party, and he was gonna be promoting it, and he was gonna be hosting it, and he was seeing if I could have somebody help him with the video for it. So I told him, yeah, I have my man Penny, he could do that for you. I could, I was gonna and I reached out to Penny. He was gonna try to set it up, and then it just never got worked out, and then he ends up passing away. But Yeah, man. I just I just remember it's like, it's like when he said that to me though, it was like that was just like the ultimate stamp of approval, and it's just his health, was declining, and it's just I understand, I mean, I where he was coming from, and so, you know, I didn't want to stress it. I just told him, hey, I respect it. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. I made sure that I gave him his flowers, and yeah, it was just, that's just something that I always be proud of. And so, the ceremony was absolutely just absolutely incredible, and it's like I was just around radio royalty. I tell you, I pulled up with my man Little Sean and Squeak Boogie. Shout out to them. We rolled up together. The homie Matlocks, Chino. I mean, just gosh, man. Sugar Bear was there. Yaya Martinez, Melissa the Midnight Mamacita. Um, oh man, I mean, and then you had like media. You had like Javier Soto. Um, I told you Cedric Sabalos, Oliver Miller showed up. The Big O. I mean, it was just full of legends in there, man. Bruce Kelly showed up. I got to chop it up with Bruce. Yeah, we had a really, really, really great time. So, it was just a great send off to, like I said, man, an absolute icon, and somebody that, really was a hero to the community. And there, there will absolutely never be another Super Snake. And it's just his energy was just, it was so radiant, man, because it's like no matter what he was going through, you never would know it. He would never express it to you. He was always smiling, and he had these really big eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like he just always just had that like just that dynamic, appeal to him. And yeah, man, he would truly be missed out here. I grew up on Super Snake. I was a little kid, man. Just hearing him and on Power and then when he left over to Kiss, it's just yeah, man. It's it's definitely, but it's like Alex Santa Maria said, man. I never say goodbye. I say I'll see you later, and that's definitely the way to look at it, because his spirit will live on, but the impact and the legacy that he left in Arizona in the radio community, just the city period will always be felt. So yeah, man, a huge shout out to the one and only Super Snake. And so now I want to go ahead and get into an episode. Speaking of my man Little Sean, Sean came up under Super Snake. Snake. Sean was like his go-to guy to get the interviews. Get the promos. Run around and get stuff going for the station. Sean was that guy, and and Sean, that's my brother right there, man. Love that guy, and so I want to go ahead and play his episode, which is absolutely legendary, and we'll go ahead and get into it right now, y'all. This is Little Sean, Just Give Me Five Radio. Let's go.